Hi, my name is Rachel Giannini, and we are going to become best friends. Who is Rachel Giannini? That is something only a best friend would ask. Here's a little bit about me.
Hello students, welcome to Totally Normal, Typical Everyday School.
What? It's a kitchen! Oh my gosh, you're gonna get a friend. It's a puppy. Did you know your brain goes as fast as a Formula One race car? Processing perception, decision-making, and action planning all travel across the alpha motor neuron on your spinal cord at 268 miles per hour.
And here's an activity that you can do with your littlest of littles, and it works on hand-eye coordination, fine motor skills, and you can sneak some vocabulary in there too. And all you'll need are some flowers and a colander.
Between birth and 5, 90% of your kid's brain is developed. 90%, that's bonkers. There are more synaptic connections being made right now than any other time in their life. So that means every moment is a teachable moment, and you are their first teacher. Welcome back, agents. As a reminder, I am Agent R, and before we get started, I have something to show you. So go ahead, wait right there. So now to why am I here? That is a great question. You are just constantly asking questions. You're very smart. I'm here because of you. I'm here because I am also a teacher. Every single week I am licked by some child that I can't write off on my taxes. More often than not, it's Gunner. Gunner, who hasn't missed a day yet this year. It's April. Every single week we all pour our cups out into these children. And every single week, you may or may not be told how incredible and amazing and unbelievable you are. And that's my job. My job right now and for the next few months is to basically just gush all over you. So let's talk about you. Why are you here? Not here with me right here. That would be amazing. Why are you watching this? Why are you here? Did you come out of the womb wanting to be a teacher with your ukulele? If so, I bet your mother was really happy to have you come forth with a full string instrument from her. Chances are no. Chances are not. I have found that even in very large, vast rooms, only a few of you want to come out, open, shut them, open, shut them. The majority of you had other plans. You wanted to be something else. I too did not want to be a teacher. I had other things, believe it or not. I wanted to be an actress. Shocker, I know. Something happens. Something happens that makes you want to be in this field because, don't let this get out. But you know what? This job's hard. This job's really, really hard. And so there's a reason why you want to be this. In case you have forgotten how hard it is, let's go ahead and go to the day before. The day before you decided you wanted to be in this field. Okay? Let's put your pretend head on. I'm in my daughter's playroom. I'm going to get a real pretend head on. Yes. Oh my gosh, this was such a good idea. So, now that we have our hats on, it's the day before that you filled out this application to go to school, to sign up for that center. Whatever it is, it's the day before. And I pop into your world. And I say, hello, you're about to make a really, really, really big decision. Guess what it is? You're about to go into a field where the next 2-ish years, you are going to be sick with every germ, bacteria, disease, virus, plague known to man. But then you'll never be sick again. Are you okay with bodily functions? Cleaning them up. You don't have them anymore though. You are going to become addicted. Oh, also you should just buy a really large tumbler now. It's kind of going to be like your security blanket. You're just going to have one with you, like all the time, like all the time. Okay, so go get one. All right, so you're gonna have that, and you're gonna drink like 3 of those before lunch, and you're not gonna go to the bathroom. Yeah, you're gonna be able to hold your bladder like way longer than any doctor recommends, and that's okay, I think. Okay, anyways, let's go on. How are you with lice? And even more so, phantom lice. Way after that child is gone, you're still like itching your head. You're like, no, but really though, just check like right back there. My husband is bald, and he has informed me that if I come home with lice, he will leave me. Yeah, he's bald. So anywhoosies, let's go on. Are you prepared to be able to eat a multi-course meal in like 3 minutes? Awesome, because you are now like part duck, you don't chew. So you're gonna go out with your friends. Yeah, you're gonna go out with friends, and all of them are gonna eat like normal people, and you're gonna be like all done. But here's the thing, don't worry, there won't be any silence, because when all of those people start talking about their relationships, you're gonna say things like, was that a good idea or a bad idea? Was that a good choice or a bad choice? What should we do next time? Yeah, you're gonna feel that silence, so don't worry about that. Okay, are you prepared to go to parties and become the Pied Piper of everybody's children? Yeah, you're gonna show up, and every kid is going to smell that you will play with them and basically force you to a basement, a playroom, and then you'll just come out occasionally with a tiara asking where your wine or beer is. Great. Also, are you cool to go to a grocery store, and basically you're gonna make an idiot out of yourself because you're gonna stare at every single baby and go, and when their grown-up turns around and stares at you like this, you're gonna say, it's okay, I work with kids. And you're fine with that. It seems totally normal. Cool, great. Okay, almost done. Speaking of that party, are you cool going to that party? And if somebody says, so what do? You have that moral pause where you were like, do I lie? And if I lie, can I just say teacher? Or if I say teacher, maybe I just say kindergarten. Because if I say anything other than that, then all of a sudden, isn't that so cute? So like what, you play all day? Yes, you're like a babysitter. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cute. Yeah. And they assume that you're not very smart. Speaking of babysitters, they probably make more than you. Also, dog walkers make more than you, because the average dog walker in this country makes $21 an hour, and the average preschool teacher in this country, $14. Welcome to Early Childhood. We are so excited to have you. And unless this is your first year teaching, well, if it's your first year teaching, ignore everything I said. It's just a lie. But if it's not your first year teaching, you know all this, and you're still here. Chances are some of you have been here for a while. I've done this dog and pony show for about 20 years. Shocking, I know. Child labor is illegal. So what keeps you coming back? What got you here in the first place? Because here's the deal. Educators, incredibly resilient. We're really creative. We're really smart. We're incredible problem solvers. Basically, we can do everything. We really can. We can do anything, but we choose to do this. Why? Did somebody say you're really good with kids? Did you see that aha moment for the first time where everything lights up and you realize, oh my God, I did that. I was part of that. And you're like, it was like a drug, and you're like, I need this. I need to be a part of it. Did somebody tell you you could do anything or be anything if you just work really hard, and you bought that? Did somebody explain words on a page that when it made sense, you felt unbelievable? Or are you trying to right the wrongs of the past? Somebody told you that you were, in my case, stupid because you couldn't read something. Friends, I was that kid that wiggled a lot. I sat in the back, in the front, to the side. I sat next to the teacher. I sat outside. I made friends with the janitor. I can't tell you anything about any of my schooling. My preschool teacher is the only one that mattered. She told me I could do anything or be anything if I worked really hard. I can tell you everything about her. From what she smelled like and how soft her big old church arms were when she would hug me. I can tell you that the cot that I never, ever, ever slept on, what it felt like under my skin. I can tell you that she loved me endlessly. I can tell you that she believed that I could truly do anything. And so many of the things that she said, I say today. I say it to my students, and I say it to my daughter. Miss Farr lives on far through me. And I became a teacher partially because of her, and partially because I wanted to make sure that every single student had an opportunity to be something, and every single teacher that told me I couldn't do something was wrong. Kind of a little vindictive. That's fine with that. See, we're best friends. I tell you truths. This is how this goes. Don't let that get out. Shh. So why are you here? Because if we're going to be best friends, we got to be really honest with each other. And you got to be honest with yourself. So here's the deal. This little video series is going to be a chapter. And in a second, this chapter is going to end. And I want you to take a moment and write down or live in a thought, reflect, meditate. What brought you here? If I was to truly meditate on it, not only did Miss Farr set me up for this idea in the back of my head that preschool was magical, but Karen Haig, a professor in college, was the one that solidified it. I went to college to become a sign language interpreter. I thought that's what I was going to do. I was pretty sure I was about to graduate. I was going to be the first one in my entire family to graduate. It was going to be awesome. Show my brother up. And I forgot to take a class because sometimes when you're in your 20s and nobody helps you figure stuff out, you forget to do things. Stuff happens. Well, I took a class. It was philosophy of education. And I was like, hello, Rose, worksheets, working by yourself. I know that. Well, with that being said, also, you may have just heard meowing. You want to meet your new best friend? Ah! This is June Carter Cash. It's part of being best friends. You need to know that sometimes I pause and do random things. So anyways, Rose and worksheets and working by yourself. And Karen Haig came in and said, children learn best through play. I was like, what? Are you serious? She said, yeah, children learn best through play. And it was this idea of like, well, I think that's awesome. And I super agree with this. But do you want to tell all of my other teachers? Because that's not what's happening. That seems to stop after the age of 5. And I don't even think kids before that are doing it. Excuse me. Tell me more. Say more words. Say more things like this. And she went on to tell me more about all of these different philosophies. And I realized in that moment that that's what I was going to do. I can tell you everything about that moment, from what I was wearing to the sound of the train as it passed and that feeling inside that I felt complete. Our bodies have this really funny way of making these memories. Like if you've ever tried to make a memory, maybe like your first apartment, you're leaving home, you're on a camping trip, you're on any trip, and you're like, I'm gonna remember this moment forever. You don't. I cannot tell you how many times I've majestically stood in front of something and said, I will never forget this. I can't tell you anything about any of it. However, I can tell you everything about that day because unbeknownst to me, my heart and my soul and my mind all came together to say, this moment is going to change you. Don't forget it. There was a shift and everything became a time capsule. So what is your time capsule? What is your why? Because here's the funny thing. If all of these negatives seem to be a lot, then that thing must be so good that it outweighs all this. That thing that brought you here must be so positive that it outweighs whatever this is. This is nothing. It's in the ether. This is love. This is joy. This is possibility. This thing is some core component of who you are that it's worth maybe pulling it out of that memory bank, dusting it off, and revisiting it. Friends, this is the end of our first little chapter. Sit with that memory, pull it out. Say hello to that old friend. Because this new friend is really excited to see where we're going to go on this journey. And I will see you in the next chapter, chapter 2. Toodles.